There's no
against you
chance
guys.
in rapid fire. This sucks. All right, go ahead.
Hey everybody, welcome to another living room edition of Baseball Night in New York. It's brought to you by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers, Doug Williams alongside Todd, Zeile, and Anthony Recker. We have rapid fire coming up for all of you tonight. Todd is terrified about that, but before we get to that, we have an interesting topic that SNY has kind of put together here, and they have a poll up on SNY.TV, the best Mets game of the past decade, and here are the 5 options. What you decide, your votes on this poll, will now go in order next week, and SNY will air all of those games. That starts Monday. Anthony, I'll begin with you. What's your vote for number 1 here?
Mine is definitely the September 26th game against the Reds, simply because selfishly I was there, I was a part of it, and clinching the NL East it was just an amazing experience. It was kind of a culmination of that regular season, coming down, and it wasn't a competitive game. Duda hit the grand slam in the first inning, and from there it almost felt like it was on cruise control.
Fun fact, Anthony, I was there as well. I was in Cincinnati, but I was in what we called the dry area, which was the best assignment of all time because Steve Gelbs was just getting crushed with champagne. I was around the corner, and they would take the guys away from the champagne madness, and they'd be a very serious interview with me right around the corner. Todd, what's your vote?
I was leaning towards David Wright's last game because, to Anthony's point, I was there for that one, and there was some emotion to it, having seen him come up. But I think the Johan no-hitter, to me, is still the best game of the decade, only because this is a storied franchise with a lot of history, and it was the first ever no-hitter thrown for the franchise, and with some great pitching like Jacob deGrom back to Tom Seaver and Dwight Gooden somewhere in between. I thought that was an accomplishment that was amazing. And as I mentioned in the tease, I happened to be flying into New York, was not doing anything with the Mets. I was flying in, and I was flying into LaGuardia, and so you come close to Citi Field or Shea Stadium, and the lights were on. But I had been watching some of the game on the TV in the airplane, and then it comes off towards landing. So I got kind of stumped in about the 6th inning. We landed. I get into a cab on the way, turn it back on, and that was about the time that he completed the no-hitter. So I felt like I had a tiny bit of connection to it as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised no one went with Wilmer Flores, because what a couple days that was, right? You had him getting traded, ended up not getting traded. You had the tears on the field, of course, and a couple days later, he's still in a Mets uniform. He hits the walk-off home run, and then, as Anthony well knows, starts this run of what seemed like magic with that team that year, and Wilmer becomes this beloved Mets historical figure in a Met uniform. I just thought it really started this kind of insane run for the New York Mets, but also started this really cool Mets career for Wilmer. Time now for a little bit of rapid fire. You could see the fear in Todd Zeile's face. Just a reminder to all you folks out there, we did for quite some time bench Todd from rapid fire altogether. We would avoid him on the schedule.
Retired. I think this is not quite fair. I was not benched. I was retired. We did a ceremony and everything.
It was you. You're saying it was you, not us.
Oh, God.
It was your decision.
I wanted out. I think
okay.
I've got a chance if one of the categories are things in the room that I'm in right now. I've got a chance.
Okay. Well, our first topic is not that, because we're not in your room, unfortunately. But this one is fun. Mets third baseman since 2013. That's the year David Wright's last full year was 2012, so the year after. Since 2013, Anthony Recker. Let's begin with you.
How is that fair? The guy played during that whole era. Give me a break.
So am I allowed? I didn't hear the rule. Am I allowed to say David Wright?
Yes.
That's good. Okay, so David Wright.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm done. I thought he played every game for since that time. Jeff McNeil.
Todd
Yes.
Frazier.
J.D. Davis.
Yes.
Ruben Tejada.
Yes.
Wilmer Flores.
Yes.
Eric Campbell.
Yep.
I don't even know who that is. Jose Reyes.
Yep.
That's Drupal Cabrera.
Yep.
Okay, this is where I run into issues. About what's our time
5,
clock on here?
4, 3.
You got to get
2.
one more, Todd. I have a
Duda.
secret answer
Lucas
here.
Duda.
No Duda. Now here's what's interesting. Anthony won this.
Could have said me.
He didn't.
Right,
Yeah, why didn't
come
you say
on,
yourself?
Man.
I was waiting. It was like my secret name. I wanted to throw that one out there.
You know what? Actually, that's a smart strategy. I respect that.
Oh, that wasn't a smart strategy when I did that, and I said Ron Svoboda. But hey, well, let's not go back into the past.
Just in case
I was holding myself
anyone's
out
watching
for that
this for the first time, Todd has been an answer. I believe it was Mets with a postseason home run,
Oh yeah.
and Todd, kind of cocky in his first answer, said Ron Swoboda, and that was wrong. But Todd Zeile was an answer. The 25 highest paid active players by the average annual value. So AAV, highest paid players in baseball right now. Top 25, Todd.
Max Scherzer.
Yes.
Zach Greinke.
Yes.
Bryce Harper.
Yes.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yep.
Manny Machado.
Mike Trout.
Yep.
Anthony Rendon.
Yep.
Justin Verlander.
Strasburg.
Yes. Well done, guys.
I'm not 100% sure he's on this list, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Albert Pujols.
Yep.
Oh, nicely done, Reck. Hey, Reck, are you on this list?
I wouldn't be here doing this if I was on this list.
How about Roland Arenado?
Yes. I believe you called him Roland.
Nolan.
Nolan. Yeah. We'll accept it.
He's my favorite player in baseball, so.
Let's
Anthony?
go. I'm not 100% sure he's on the list either, but I'm going to go with Freddie Freeman.
No.
Oh.
Todd gets a win.
Oh, my goodness.
Todd. U.S. presidents. We've done this topic once before on Rapid Fire. We had Governor Chris Christie and Andy Martino. They went forever. It was very impressive. So no pressure. I don't think do well at this one, even though I memorized all their faces as a kid. Listing is not my strong suit. Todd, will begin with you.
John Adams.
George Washington.
Yes.
John Quincy Adams.
Oh, he's off to it. I could. You know what? It's like a poker
I don't like
hand.
this list.
Todd,
I don't like
Todd
this.
likes his cards.
I don't
Todd
like this.
Likes his cards.
Not necessarily. Those two happen to be related to me. That was easy.
Oh, wow. Humble brag. Anthony?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes.
Abe Lincoln.
Yep.
Herbert Hoover.
Yes.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yes.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Yes.
Donald Trump.
Yes.
Barack Obama.
Yes.
George Bush.
I'll go with Bill Clinton.
Yes.
George W. Bush.
Yes.
Richard Nixon.
Yes.
Gerald Ford.
Yes.
Why am I drawing a blank right now? Let's go with
5.
I can't think right now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's pathetic.
Okay, you know what?
Thank goodness.
Anthony, I know you know plenty more presidents.
Yeah, I know I do,
Rapid Fire
but what are you going to do?
Rapid Fire has a tendency to make your mind draw blank. Guys, this has been great. Another entertaining edition of Rapid Fire. Anthony Recker, Todd Zeile, we appreciate it as always. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.